Let's review, refresh. Good morning, everybody. It's 11:20 a.m. Do you know where you are? Hey, guys. It's Joanne. What's up, people? Oh, I gotta watch a commercial. We have to watch a commercial, folks. Skip that one. There we go. How is everybody? It's New York City coming at you. How are you doing? Let's see, is anybody popping in? Henry Veras, hello, what's up? What's up with you, beautiful? Hi there. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Hang on, we need some more. I need something to drink. I had a lot of coffee this morning. Well, not a ton. Oh no, I'm dripping. Let's see who pops in. Let's see, who do we get? Who do we get? Darlene, how are you doing? Hello, hello. Oh, I got plenty of charge for the moment. Look at my hair, is like all over the place. I swear. But Dave Jeffrey in Niagara, good to see you. How are you? It's warm today, guys. It is. Can I twitch you a little bit? It is a little bit warm. Yeah, it's warm today. Hey, Dave, how are you? We got that going. Perfect. Fluffo! What's up? I got notes. I got notes today, guys. Did you see the title? The top myths about New York City. That's what we're talking about today. It's podcast day. As you know, Tuesday, podcast day. I try to do it on the weekly. Hey, Rich, a.k.a. Belmar Beagle. Good morning. Yeah, it's a warm one out there already. I've already been out to the store, came back, and I'm like, why is it still so humid? But apparently we're supposed to get, by the way, wearing the proper t-shirt for the day. Christina G, how you doing? Lots of flooding where you are? Where are you, Christina G? Are you down in Florida or something? Hi, summer. Summer is still summer. Summer, we're waiting for your twin, your alter ego, Autumn, to show up at some point. But I know we got August to get through and stuff. But yeah, we're waiting. But today we're supposed to get some thunderstorms to come in. And then supposedly what they say, I know they say it's going to be raining a lot this week. And you know, oh, you're in Florida, Christina? Okay, cool. I thought you were. Probably were a lot of flooding. I've heard a lot of people had a lot of cruise cancellations and flight cancellations and all that stuff going on. Yo, summer, you are not I know summer is the worst. Last year's summer was not like this. Big temperature change starting tomorrow in the Northeast. I am like fingers crossed. I don't care if it rains as long as it's not 90 damn degrees. Oh, message hidden for Raju. You could show that. I know this is like one of my old designs. I may put it back up on the thing. I may put it back up. Little bit tweak it here and there, but I think I might put it back up on my thing because I think people do kind of want it. I might take the Yo Ang off. I don't know. I have a new kind of whole thing that I've done. So don't talk about yourself like that, Summer. You're fucking city, baby. I know. It's what it is. It's what it is. It's funny. I think it's hilarious. That is the shirt that I did. It's totally funny. I know. You like that? I know. Like, I actually was going to do, oh, I know what it was. Joe and I were working on our press pass. I was working on the press passes. One of them, good morning, Nick Johnson. How are you doing, RFD? Adriana, always good to see you. I was working on our press pass applications. This is a little chit chat before we get into the podcast. But I had to do like the head and shoulder shot, the headshot thing, so that you can submit for your press pass. I'm like, oh, I got to put a shirt on. So I ran over, grabbed a shirt out of the closet, and I just looked at it and went, hold up. I cannot wear this shirt for the press pass photo. I mean, if it was like this, they wouldn't see it, but I was like, I don't think that's going to work. I don't think they would appreciate the message. Or they might. I don't know. I mean, people in New York, you know, we kind of roll with it for the most part. You know what I mean? Anyway, welcome into the podcast. Joanne, Strange Conversations. It is August 6th. Holy hell, it's August 6th already. Guys, strange conversations, like we say. It's where we kind of chit-chat about whatever pops into my head. You guys join in. Give me what you guys think about stuff that I'm talking about. And then we just have a little strange conversation between you and me. Wait, you and me. And stuff like that. Today we're talking about the top myths of New York. I know, next, before you know it, Nick's going to be damn September. Top myths of New York City. Now, I kind of gathered these from things that I find that people think about for New York City. Hi, S. Fields, how are you? And, you know, these are pretty much the generalized ideas of what people think. And you guys might be adding things. You think they might be offended. I thought they may be offended. I don't know. Hey, Desi Des. We are vertical today because we usually do one vertical. But I was thinking of the top myths of New York City. I'll make this also into another short video so that we can have those, you know, evergreen, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, do you guys, what are the things that you have heard that people say that New York City is? Now, some people who live here, I'm sure you've got the ones. Well, if you're offended, this is not your channel. Exactly, S. Fields. Right? But a lot of people have heard crazy stuff about New York. Before we moved here, we always heard some stuff about New York, you know. Oh, it's terrible, it's this, it's that, it's everything else in a third. Hi, Lisa UK, you like my shirt? Thank you. Everybody loves that shirt. New York fucking city is what it is. It's Podcast Tuesday, peeps. But yeah, that's the topic today. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I could rattle these off so quick. And I thought, you know what? Let's talk about it. Some people might have other myths or things that they thought New York City was about and stuff. And I even looked up, get this, girl, your girl did some homework. I looked up some facts. I love New York City. Always have a blast every time I visit. Exactly, right? But like I've told you guys, I first started out as a tourist because we would come to New York City on vacation. My family, Joe, my husband, and Josh, our son. We would come to New York City. It was like one of the destinations that our son always wanted to go to. I always wanted to go to. I first came here on a business trip. And then after that, I'm like, we all have to go. And then we all started going to New York. Just about almost every year, we would make a little trip to New York City and stuff. So that's how it got started. Then Joe, you know, Josh went to school here. And then Joe, the year he was graduating, he got a job on the East Coast out here. So we moved to New York. Why not? You know, he works in Jersey, but who wants to live in, you know, Jersey? I want to live in New York. So anyway, that's how it started. Is there something on my glasses? No, okay, all right, I can't tell. Anyway, but let's get started. Let's get started. You guys ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? All right. One of the biggest myths, okay, New York City is just a concrete city. It's just concrete. You're able to move here after visiting so much. Yes. Jeff Hyatt says, Nancy Griffith singer sang in New York City. A lot of people sing in New York. I get the people only eat burgers and hot dogs. There are no supermarkets. Do you really? That's a good one. We're going to address that. Everything's legal in Jersey, says Hamilton. Yes. No, but the number one everybody thinks about New York, I feel, is that they just think it's concrete. It's just city. City, 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 concrete. There's nothing here green. You're just going to be walking around on sidewalks and dirty streets. You know, you hear there's 6-foot pigeons in New York. I know, I've heard that too. I know, Belmar Beagle. I'm not saying that, but we're like, I've always said that if I was going to move to the East Coast, I want to live in New York City because, you know, go big or go home. Because, you know, a crazy New Jersey would exit. Exactly. But New York City is not just concrete. Get this. Open spaces and parks cover over 29,000 acres. 29,000 acres. That's a lot of damn acreage. That's a lot. I'm in New Jersey and I have a ranch. I know you do. Ambrose, I gave you one because, you know, you're special. But 29,000 acres? Listen, there are over 1,942 sites, 1,942 sites across the 5 boroughs that are green spaces, pretty much. I'm not going to lie, too. When some people might think about New York City, they might think, it's too crowded. That's true. They do think that. but there's that many. That's a lot of space. I don't know about any other town that has that much green space. I loved NYC while I lived there. Worked for the Plaza Hotel for 8 years. That would be an amazing story. Hi there, Jeff Hyatt. Rock on. You know what's funny? So out of those 29,000 acres, only 843 acres is Central Park. And that's a big ass park. That's huge. Okay? So Central Park goes from 59th Street all the way up to 110th. Do the math. That's a lot. That's a lot of streets, guys. Yeah, who has a park like this? Central Park is 843 acres. Okay? That's out of the 29,000. That doesn't even get, that's not even 1,000. It's like, 1/30th. It was supposed to go up to 100th Street, but it's at 110th. But so that 14% of New York City is actually parkland. Did you hear that? Over 10%, 14% of New York City is actually devoted to parks and open spaces like this and green spaces. That's amazing to me. So just so you know, New York City is not just concrete. There is probably, and I am just swagging it here, which means some wild ass guess. That's what a swag means. I am swagging it here, but I'm going to say that everybody pretty much lives within a 5 block from some kind of green space. I'm going to say 5 blocks. I think I'm pretty safe on the 5 blocks. Because whatever you're going east, northwest, or whatever, you're going to go within 5 blocks, hit some kind of little park space that's going to be devoted to trees and benches and things like that. It's a lot. So we're not just concrete. That was myth number 1. We do have a swaggin'. That's what I call it. It's a swag. Some wild ass guess. So number 2, you have to spend a lot of money on food. Food's going to be expensive. Everybody says, oh my God, to eat in New York City is so expensive. Well, it sure as hell can be. But we're not bougie like that. I'm bougie in some things, but the food thing, no. I think that's totally false. I need a big thing that says false that comes across the banner. I should make one. I should make a banner really quick that says false. I wonder if I can do that. Oh no, I can't. I'm not in Prism. Oh my God, whatever. My place in the city is Park Space, right downstairs. Just hop on the elevator. There you go. There you go. We only got 3 beaches, Nick. Oh, we got a lot of beaches. We have a lot of beaches. They're big beaches. I don't know why it freezes. I'm on my Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, get it together. Food is very expensive, but you can find cheaper prices here. Yes, we can. Let me tell you. Some of the best spots are going to be mom and pop places. Now, if you're going to go to a chain restaurant, if you are going to go eat in Times Square and you're going to go to Bubblegum Shrimp or the Hard Rock Cafe or, I don't know, pick a chain out of the air, you are going to pay Times Square prices. I'm not going to say you're going to pay New York City prices because that's a false thing. Okay. Hi, Nibble. How are you? 125th Street area for food. The prices have changed a lot where I live. Yeah, they have. Desi Des, thank you so much for that super sticker. A $5 super sticker. Little Mr. Lemonhead playing his trumpet. I love it. Thank you so much for your generosity. Hi, Octavia. I'm going to tell you, I have found so many places that are good to eat. Now, if you're going to be bougie and you're going to go sit down and you're going to have the 4-course meal and you're going to have the waiter that comes over and sweeps your crumbs away, yes, be prepared. You're probably going to pay $250, $300 for your damn dinner. But you're being a bougie bitch, so that's the reason why. Now, if you want some good food, I'm going to tell you, you go to the neighborhoods. You go to the ethnic neighborhoods. You go to the places that serve halal. The best halal place, Adele's, only shows up at 6 p.m. Got to get there by 5:30 to get in line because the line is going to wrap around the block. You know, I know why? Because it's some damn good food. Halal, $10 for a big ass platter. Yes, I am being profane, but I can't help it. That's the only way to describe it. Other places to go. Chinatown. Exactly. I think it was, who was that in here? Summer F. Chinatown has a ton of cheap dumplings for under $5. You could go and spend $20 if you so wish to go seek out the cheap eats in Chinatown. Lots of places. I even have done it. The hot dogs, places to go. Billy's. Billy's is a great place to go. You just got to figure it out. Hi there, EJ. Love the diversity of food in New York City. That's the biggest thing. New York has such diverse neighborhoods that the food is so authentic and stuff. And you can get these great meals from a mom and pop place. We just got a Trader Joe's in Harlem not too long ago. That's a big surprise there. Yeah, and there's actually a lot of grocery stores here where you can get food that's already prepared pretty damn cheap. That's why people in New York, everybody's like, everybody that lives in New York doesn't cook. We do. But you know what? Sometimes I can get better food and I don't have to heat up my damn apartment to 120 degrees because I'm going to start cooking on the stove. No, I can go down to my local grocery store and pick up something that's already prepared. Because if you've never seen, I know everybody goes into you go into your grocery store and they have like the deli counter, and it's just this little space that sells meats and cheese, right? Oh no. Oh no. Our deli counters have hot stations, soup stations, a salad station. We got the sandwich station. We got everything else. And then we have an entire two-sided aisle devoted to take and go food. And then if you go on the other end, we'll have fresh pressed juices and everything. WoHop is everyone's go-to when you go to Chinatown. WoHop is fabulous. And the prices are damn good. They're so good. Yeah, you can get everything you need. And really cheap and really, really good. So I'm just going to tell you, get outside your comfort zone, people. Leave the Olive Garden behind. Unless you really need to have the Olive Garden and the breadsticks. But leave it behind. And get ready and strap in because you got to get ready to get into that food. This weekend you went to the Bronx night market despite the rain happening. Thunderstorm, this food is incredible. So is the music, and I'm going back soon. I haven't been to the Bronx one. I want to go to the Bronx one, so that'll happen in another month. Because I think the night markets, except for like Queens, I think those happen like 1 week a month. I don't eat buffet style food as I don't know how the food was handled. True, and you can say that, but some of the buffets actually have people serving the food. NYC is all about leaving your comfort zone. That's so true. Yeah, get out. What's behind the curtain? The kitchen. The kitchen's behind the curtain. I just dropped it because y'all don't need to see the stove. I think when Whole Foods first came into the city, all the chains had to have similar prepared foods in order to survive. I have no idea. Thank you. You like my nail polish? I did it yesterday. Maybe, I don't know. Before I even lived here, they always had a lot of prepared foods because people did the take and go thing. And I actually think, yeah, West Side Market's always had that. I don't know. Okay. So let's get on to the next one. So that's a false. You don't need a lot of money to eat in New York City. You just need a little bit of smarts and a little bit of outside the comfort zone. You're going to find it. In fact, all you got to do is go to your maps and type cheap eats. It'll populate it. I swear, you're booking your ticket to NY ASAP. There you go. All right, number 3 on the list. Number 3 of one of the top myths about New York City. Now, this is kind of true, half not true, but New York City is the dirtiest city in the United States. People always think New York is so dirty. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of people that live here. But is it the dirtiest city? Do you guys think so? You tell me what you think. Do you think New York is actually the dirtiest city anywhere? And we're going to say the United States, because I'm not opening it up to the world, because people are going to start throwing in there some other places like India and China and blah, 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 and beep, beep, bop, bop. I don't care. We're not talking about the movies, Rocket. I know that you like movies, but we're not talking about, nope, only the Hudson is dirty. Actually, the Hudson's on its way back, I think. Rats live there. Yes, rats live in a lot of places. I swear it's the tourists who are dirtier than the people who live here. Summer, I swear to God. But as you know, this girl, I'm a find out-ologist. So I thought, okay, let's go see. Is this actually true? I don't know. Is New York the dirtiest city? No, false! It is not. A recent study done in June 24. I don't know who did it, but it was posted, okay, in a newspaper, so that it makes it real. Biggest myth around, says Mr. Metalhead. Try swimming in the, okay, the Gowanus is something else. Everybody's got a Gowanus, and the Gowanus has got the Gowanus Canal monster, I swear to God. But NYC is ranked, out of all the top cities, number 12. So that means there are 10 plus cities in front of us for dirty. Okay, and it's not New York City. New York City is not the dirtiest city. We are one of the most, probably the most populated, densely packed city. We are in the United States. We are. There's a lot of damn ass people in here. There's a lot of people in my damn apartment. But you know what? We don't want the stuff in our apartments. We keep it at bay and stuff. Times Square is a mess, and it's mostly tourists that visit there. Yes, no offense. We do have a, yeah, hey, anything's going to be smelly. If I go to the fish market in Minnesota on a hot summer day, it's going to stink. It will give you the Gowanus schizoammonium. I know. Listen, Times Square is not the worst in the summer. I'm going to tell you some of the side streets and Hell's Kitchen, and let's talk about Chinatown, because there's fish markets and munch and lots of stuff out there. But it's not the dirtiest city. It honestly isn't. They did do a study, okay? The top 10 ranked, I don't have all 10 here, but I have the top 5, okay? 5 or 6. You ready? The number 1 dirty city in the United States, take a guess. Take a guess. No, it's not. It's not the dirtiest. New Orleans is not the dirtiest. It's Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. This is from a study that was done in June 2024. Every large city has smelly air. No, Texas. Houston, Texas is number 1. Number 2, now this one made me giggle. This one, it's not Las Vegas. No, it's not Chicago. Number 2 is Newark, New Jersey. That's across the river. Over there. Over there. Newark, New Jersey is number 2. Number 3. Had no idea. I've never been there, but I always thought everything out there was beautiful. San Bernardino, California is number 3 dirty. San Bernardino. Why did I think everything in California was beautiful? New York, New Jersey is also the car theft capital. Well, I guess they left their McDonald's after they stole the car. I don't know. Elizabeth smells good, does it? I don't know. I don't put my face out there to smell. It's rich people trash. Wow. I would think Trenton. I know. Number 4. This one I believe, because I have experience there. This one I totally believe. Number 4 on the dirtiest city in the United States, Detroit, Michigan. Why do I think that's funny? You want to know why? Because, guys, I've lived in Detroit. I'm from the Detroit metro area. We've had to drive through Detroit all the time. Elizabeth smells like rotten eggs. It kind of does. Oh, yeah, you hear stories about Detroit. Listen, Detroit turned into the biggest city, one of the biggest metropolises, had lots of land for the size. And then guess what? It turned into a shithole. And they couldn't keep it up. And they basically had to raise all of these derelict buildings and houses and stuff that crazy people, crackheads were living in and stuff. And they actually had to cut off services. Yeah, Detroit is terrible. Most of the abandoned houses, I think, have been torn down and stuff. So what happened is neighborhoods now have swaths of just empty lots and stuff. And they've cut services. Like they cut off the water, the electric, everything. Police don't go down there and stuff. And that's what's happening. They're trying to say it's on a revival. And maybe it is. But I sure as hell won't be buying a house there. And number 5... who said Jersey City? Jersey City, New Jersey is number 5. So Jersey has taken 2 of the top spots, number 2 and number 5. Chicago wasn't even up there at the moment. But we were only number 12. I actually think Chicago was before New York. But anyway, that's what it is. We aren't the dirtiest city. Now I'm going to tell you, are the streets dirty sometimes? Yes. If you live on one of the outlying boroughs, and if you live in one of the areas that's further away, yeah, it's gonna get dirty. If you live in Manhattan, oh, downtown Chicago has to be, because that's where they all have to shoot their stuff for Chicago. Everything on the other side, no. Hiya there, mermaid. What's the stories I hear about the mysterious tunnels that homeless companies live in? Love your haircut. Oh, thank you. I trimmed it up myself because, you know, I'm a lazy bitch. I can't stand sitting in someone's chair. I hate it. But that's what it is. Yeah, we got a lot of people. Albany is the armpit of New York and the capital. I know. I've been to Albany. It's been a long, long time. I'm not impressed. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, but surprisingly, Chicago has the most rats. Every big city is going to have the visitors, you know. I found that these lists are a little off because they don't go by boundary lines, they go by zip codes. So some areas get included. I'm going to say generally they're pretty damn close because New York City has a lot of damn zip codes. And if we're number 12 and they took in all those damn zip codes for New York, then that's it. Yeah, that's what it is. We got a lot of rats too, Darlene. Here, Christopher. Yeah, we do. Don't look at the person behind the curtain. Okay, guys. Okay. Number 4 on the list. We're going through the list. Okay, I'm only at number 4 because y'all keep talking. NYC rats or something else. They're size small dogs. Small dogs? I thought those were miniature ponies. What are you talking about? That was a ghost. Shh, don't look at the man behind the curtain. That's a little Wizard of Oz thing, in case you didn't know. Okay. Number 4, the subways are scary. Do you guys think the subways are scary here in New York? Line was ad-libbed. I know. What's behind the curtain number 1? I don't know. It's a surprise. The subways are scary. False. Okay, most of the stations at the subway have been updated. Yes, there are a few that are in some of the neighborhoods that might be a little scary. But for the most part, the subways aren't smelly. Fafo, I want to know this. Okay, so when somebody like Fafo, who's lived in New York, says the subways are smelly, Fafo, when was the last time you were actually in the subway? I want to know. Be honest. Puts videos that are false about the city. This is why I'm doing this, because there's a lot of live streamers, there's a lot of video people that put out these like things, oh my God, because they want the shock value. They think that's what gets them views, and that might be what gets them views. But honestly, the subways are they're fine. They're not smelly. They're actually not smelly. They're hot as hell in the summer. Maybe he watched Death Wish. I don't know. But they're really not scary. And in fact, they're constantly redoing the subways. So now all of the subways, the biggest push right now is to make them handicapped accessible and add in like escalators and elevators. So a lot of the subway stations are getting those redone, and then they redo everything, and everything's got a mosaic now. I mean, a lot of the stations, if you go to, they do have the artwork down there and stuff. It's not scary. It's not smelly. You might smell something, but damn, you could smell something anywhere on the damn street. Flash Gordon, I can't stand those YouTubers acting like mainstream news with fear-mongering mainly, yes. Number 1 train station, in my opinion, that I think that definitely really need to make over is Chambers Street Station. Yeah, I don't know. I don't go on every single line. I couldn't tell you. There's a lot. There's a lot of them out there, but they're not scary, okay? Pay your $2.90, or why don't we just say $3? I hate when they go, oh, it's $2.90. Pay your $3, okay? It's pretty much, and guess what? Subway crime, if they're talking about scary, that, oh my God, there's crime down there, and it's in the subway, and oh my God, crime in the subway is down 23%, okay? I don't know what you're talking about. By the way, don't stand up on the damn edge of the platform. I don't know why you got to be like 6 inches hanging over while the train is whooshing in. I don't know if you need to have the breeze in your hair or what the deal is. I don't know if you think leaning over is going to make the train come faster. It's not. It's basically going to make you fall on the tracks, and then nobody's getting anywhere. That's the only time the subway's scary, because some damn fool decided he needed to be 10 toes over the platform waiting for the train. Stand back. That's it. I didn't even see what Fafo said. I'm scary at 3 a.m. crawling past on all fours. Well, that would be a little scary. We would take a video of you. Got to make sure that train ride is really from the train. I know, for real. Last time I was on the subway, they had wooden turnstiles. Jesus. Why do I even ask? Fafo? Subways are cheaper than ride shares or cabs. Yeah, unless you got a whole bunch of people going at one time and you're paying the bill. Then you get a cab. but it's also usually the better way to get around New York City as long as the trains are running, okay? Thank you, Mad Max. I hope you have a great day. Number 5. This actually kind of goes hand in hand with the one I just talked about. This one says, NYC is all crime. Guys, there's so much crime on the streets. People, I remember when we were moving here, everybody was like in shock. They thought, oh, you're moving to New York? Where? And when I said the city, and then they said, where? And then I said Manhattan. Then they just like eyeballs as big as damn saucer plates. They thought I had lost my mind when I said, I'm moving to New York City. Everybody thought it was bananas. They thought, I mean, they really did think I had lost my mind. But a lot of people, including family, all thought that Joe, Josh, and I were all going to get mugged and it was going to be terrible crime spree. Apparently, they've been watching a lot of movies that were dated about, I don't know, 40 years ago. Hello, Ange Paul Freed from South Carolina. Got my email today. Big brother, baby, my channel. Oh, they said, hang on. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds great. Yes, there's crime here like in all big cities. $8 hot dogs are a crime. And if you're buying an $8 hot dog, clearly you didn't listen to me for number 2, which was you don't have to spend a lot of money. But I also went down into a deep dive on this one too, guys. You know me, factoids. I am a find outologist. Is NYC all crime? No. It's false. False. Don't be a false bitch. A study from April 2024 says no, crime is down 4.9% compared to last April. This was done in April 2024. So they're comparing last year to this year. This is only 1 year difference. And it's down almost 5%. It's constantly going down. There's a lotion you can use for factoids. You're so stupid. I can't. You have to be streetwise and realize there are no safe areas. Absolutely. Don't be dumb. Okay, guys? Don't be walking down the street with your bag open, looking at your wallet, counting your hundreds. Remember, I know you think you're on vacation, but you know what? The real world is still happening around you. You shared a channel to a friend of yours to show them what they see in conspiracy channels are not true. I know, it's so funny, right? Oh, it's cuckoo. I know, I know, a lot of people don't like the mayor. A lot of people never like the mayor. A lot of people don't like any of the people there in politics. Politics are politics. Do I feel safe in New York? Yes. Do I feel safe walking by myself? Yes. You see me do it a million times on my channel. And that's one of the reasons why I do it. To show people it is not that scary. If I do, and you've even seen me do this on my channel, I'll be walking and I'll either see somebody out of the corner of my eye, I'll hear something. Some people may not even hear it, but I'll be like, that's going on over there. I'm crossing the street, cross the damn street. You know what? Don't be staring at your damn phone, Summer, right? Don't stare at your phone and doing stuff. You have to be very aware. I'm holding a gimbal and a camera. Do you think I'm just staring at it? No. I'm literally glancing here, 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 at the camera, here, here. I'm literally doing this with my head constantly. And people do see me doing that. London area has a big knife gang problem. I'd feel safer in New York. I'm going to tell you, I feel safer in New York than I do in a lot of other small cities in and around wherever in the Midwest, because I know that there are people out there. I could be walking around here at 11:30 at night and still feel safe. Be effing aware of your surroundings. Exactly, S. Fields. Gimbals need a maze option on the handle. Can't have that here. You can't buy that stuff. New York City's got a thing about it. All you gotta do is mind your business. Don't look on your phone into your wallet unless it's a safe place. Yeah, you gotta just you know what I mean? Don't stand in the middle and flash your cash. Who's doing that? Don't be stupid. But I did look it up because I wanted to make sure that I'm not crazy. So crime is down almost 5% from last year. Okay, now let's just compare this to what they're talking about on how bad it was, okay? So let's go back. In 1985 to 1991, those were some of the worst years of New York City. There were, between those years, there were 27.3 murders, homicides per 100,000 people who live here in New York. Okay, there's a lot of people that live in New York, but there were 27.3 murders per 100,000. That was back in the 80s. Okay, that was terrible. All right, that was when crime was rampant. Okay, let's fast forward 2022. That's only 2 years ago. Okay, there were only 6 murders per 100,000. And I'm going to assume that today it's even lower. 6 murders per 100K. Do you see how much difference that is? Do you see how much difference that is? And do you want to know what? Our homicide rate, our crime rate like that is less than the nationwide rate average. Because the average homicide rate for the nation is 7. And we were at 6. So, crime is down. We're good. You can walk around. In fact, you'll probably find a police officer somewhere. I guarantee you, you will find a police officer quicker here in New York City than you will in anywhere middle of America. Because I could be walking around in so many places in Minneapolis and St. Paul and I don't know, I can't, I mean, any regular sized city. I'm not talking Chicago because that's a big inner city, a big cosmopolitan, but a regular sized city. And I guarantee you it'd be harder to find a cop. Here, I could probably walk down to the damn, like, I don't know, 2 blocks away and I'd see one. I would find one. If I just yelled, they'd probably come. NY say speeding cars are the scariest things when crossing. It's not even the speeding cars anymore. It's more like the bike messengers and the people on their mopeds and on their bikes delivering the food because everybody's got to get their damn ramen. We got to get their ramen and the bacon, egg, and cheese and the coffee delivered, okay? So I feel so safe, honestly, living in New York. Am I stupid and not paying attention? No. Turn that button back here on Street Smarts. Push it, okay? Use it. So, is NYC all crime? False. All right, that was number 5. We're on number 6. Number 6, if you go to Times Square, you've seen all you can see about New York. That's what it is. Times Square is New York City. Oh, my knee is bothering me. Times Square is not New York City, guys. It's not. It's just the one thing that everybody talks about. It's just not New York City. Go and enjoy the boroughs. Go see something else. Go somewhere else, okay? There's a lot of places to go. You're like, not to be messed with too, right? True. A lot of people felt like 2020 was the worst year, but I disagree. I understand it wasn't a good year, but I saw a lot of good coming out of that year. Coco was hard on everybody, for real. So, Times Square, false. That's not New York. You have to be wealthy to live here. I'm not wealthy. I live here. We are not wealthy. Do we pay a lot? Yeah, we do. But we were paying a lot where we lived before. So is that true or false? I guess we have to do a little comparison. So I did a comparison. Okay, average rent here for me, $3,000. $3,000 a month. That's how much we pay. $3,000 a month for our little 1-bedroom apartment. We do have a front room. We have a bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 tiny little kitchen. We have a big giant living room, which we split to have the other bedroom, okay? So we have a small space, maybe 500 and some feet, okay? That's what it is. We pay $3,000. Now, we're not comparing size. We're comparing location and how much people have to pay, okay? In New York, we all know that you just downsize, okay? You downsize. That's what it is. But I pay $3,000 in rent. Now, if you were to have a home, an average size home, your mortgage on average probably would be $250,000, right? Because, I don't know, for some reason houses have gone extremely high. I looked to see what our house was in Minnesota, and it's actually higher than $250,000. Okay, and we had like a 1,600 square foot house, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, blah, blah, blah. It was built in 70, pick a number. Okay, it's not a new house, but that's just how much they are. So say you got a $250,000 mortgage, all right? If you have average credit, whatever, your house payment is gonna be $2,100. All right, well now we're $900 shy of New York. Let's see what else we have to pay for having that house. Gas. I don't pay for gas. Gas is included in my rent. But on average, on gas, you probably have to pay $150 for your gas bill every month. Garbage. I don't pay for garbage. I don't pay for any of that. We got to pay for at least, it's like $50. It's at least $50 a month, okay? Water. I don't pay for water. Water's included in my apartment. But you got to pay for water if you live where you live. And it averages right now about $100 a month. All right, we're climbing. We're climbing. You met with your 401k guy yesterday. He asked what my goal was. I said, I don't need to be rich, just comfortable, because we would be like to move to NYC after retiring. Yeah, you have to be comfortable. HOA fees. A lot of people live in these spaces that now have these like housing, I don't even know what it's called, authority, but you got to pay a fee to them. Those on average are about $150. All right, now then you have other things you got to keep up. If you have a house, more likely, your house is on land, and on land you have grass, and then you also have snow, unless you live in the desert, but then you got to pay for exterminator, okay? So owning a house, all right, Nabil, you take care. Enjoy the south of France and the Olympics. Those are probably going to run you, because I'm not going to cut the grass, and I sure as hell am not going to shovel snow, and I sure as hell am not going to be doing any kind of extermination. That's probably going to run you another, if you're having somebody come in and do the grass, another $200, $250 a month. Okay? And then let's throw in all the other responsibilities you have. The roof goes bad, the windows go bad, the water, I mean, so many things can happen. All right? You're pretty much at $3,000 a month. You know, yeah, we're not even talking about taxes yet. But yeah, you can say throwing my money away, Diana. Everybody can say that. But there's nothing, you know what, the equity thing, in my opinion, bullshit. Because if it's not money in my hand, it's not money. It's not money in my hand. I choose to live a life that I have less responsibilities. For me, that's just what it is. Is it expensive? It sure as hell is expensive. But owning a home is expensive. Taking care of a home is expensive. It's not going to get me. I think the whole thing with the equity, that's another debate. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about living day to day. And this is living day to day. You know, some people, owning the home is for them. Other people, it is not. I'm going to tell you right now, for us, it is not. At this stage, I don't want the responsibility. It's too much of a burden. I'm not raising a family. My family is raised. I just want to live my life. That's all I want to do, and travel and have fun. So to me, I kind of feel that's false. But like I said, it's very subjective. It depends on what you put more worth into. So it's up to you to decide what it is. Okay, that was number 7. Turning the page. Number 8, all New Yorkers are mean. We're mean and we're snobbish, I guess. I don't know. The problem with renting is when you retired, your rent will continue to go up. Owning a home after your mortgage is paid is called... No, it's not. RFD. You got to pay. You still have to pay your taxes, your property taxes. Those will continue to go up. And if suddenly, RFD, seriously, if suddenly, and I've seen this happen to people that I know, if suddenly the area that you live in, which used to be actually very affordable, turns into a place where everybody wants to live, and suddenly they're building a new school and all this stuff happens, guess what? Your taxes go up to a point maybe you can't afford it. People have had to sell their houses because they can't afford their taxes. All of a sudden it turns into a great thing. I still don't want the responsibility if the roof leaks, and I don't want the responsibility if I need to put a new air conditioner in and stuff. That's the thing. So you're going to have to pay something. You're always going to have to pay. Unless you are living in the middle of Alaska all by yourself, nobody knows where you are, you're always going to have to pay. You pay! Oh, God, it's so funny. No, we are not mean, guys. I'm just going to say this. New York has a lot of type A personality people. That's why they end up here and they stay here. If you don't have the grit to push it out, to stay here and get through and work for everything you want the damn ice cream, you better go work for it. You better go walk to the store and go get your ice cream. That's what it is. We're not mean. We will definitely help. People help me. I have had people, I've fallen in the street and I've had seriously homeless people, everybody come and help pick me up because I fell down. All right. That's what it is. For real. We're in a hurry. We will tell you where to go, but please listen. We're going to give you very simple, straightforward instructions. If you need to type them down, type them down. We will actually take your phone and be like, you have a Google map. I can't tell you how many times I've done this. People will come here and they're like, I don't know how to get to this place. And I'm thinking, they're standing in front of me with an iPhone. And they're freaking out because they don't know how to get somewhere. And I'm like, you have an iPhone. Go to Google Maps. Where do you want to go? Type it in. boop. You have a little blue line with a little walking guy with little dots. Follow it. It's just what it is. You know, we are here to help. I can guarantee if you're on a train someplace and you're going, I need to get off I need to get to this and this, am I on the right train? There will be at least 3 people that will stop and help you and tell you that. That's what it is. That's how it goes. We're not mean, we're just have places to go and it's hot and we all have to walk there or take the train and stuff. That's what it is. Do we want to share our life experience? No. We really don't. Because if I had to share my life with every single person I ran into, I would never get to where I needed to get to. That would be the hard thing. So when they go, oh, we're not kind, we're not whatever. No, it's just that we have lots of things to do. And you're not mean, you're just pissed off, Rob Law. Well, you know, everybody has that. Okay, so that's false. Number 9, I threw this one in here because it's crazy. I have never, ever, I used to hear this, but it's false. Alligators in the sewers. There are no alligators in the sewers, guys. No. There might be turtles, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I will tell you, we have a huge population of turtles, but we don't have a huge population of alligators. That's some bullshit. That one is false. False. There actually have been scientists that have looked this up and said there is not even a possibility there could be alligators. There's no way they'd survive. But the turtles, like I said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's kind of funny because we actually have such a large population of turtles here. I kind of believe that there are really Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles down there. So I don't know. Let me know if you see some pizza eating turtles. Okay, number 10. Number 10. Now, I put this here because it's kind of a half and a half one. Your dreams will come true in New York City. All your dreams will come true. Well, I mean, it kind of could, but the thing is, it's on you. It's on you. Okay? That's it. If you're just sitting here thinking you're going to come here, live in your apartment, go get some food and come back and that your dreams are going to come true because you happen to be in New York City. No, they're not going to happen that way. New York is going to give you what you put into it. So I'm going to just say this. If you are ready and willing and to take the opportunities that are given to you here in New York, that are presented to you, if you say yes, if you are prepared to say yes to an opportunity, your dreams can come true. Okay? There are so many opportunities here. If you're just going to be a bystander and watch the world go by, well, then you're just going to be a bystander and watch the world go by. You can do that in anywhere in, USA. Here in New York, you're just going to have a better view, I guess, of a lot of things happening in front of you. But if you're actually going to put some time in and go out there and put yourself out there and get out of your comfort zone and do all of that stuff, can New York be where your dreams come true? Absolutely. I do totally believe that. Because you're going to have so many different kinds of experiences. It will blow your mind. Look at you doing your thing, Ange, building your brand. I am S Fields. It's one of the things. Could I do this anywhere else? I could try. Would it be harder? I think it would, maybe. I think I'd have a harder because I probably wouldn't vibe with the place. I vibe with New York. It's just me. I get it. Like, you either get it or you don't. But yeah, your dreams can come true here. So it can be false. It can be true. It's a half and half one. But anyway, guys. You guys leave me a comment. Tell me some of the myths that you've heard about New York, and we'll talk about them in the comments and stuff like that. Let me know what you think. Everybody's got an opinion. Let's just show them all, okay? But as I always say, be kind, be nice. Don't be an asshat, okay? It is strange conversations, but it don't mean to get that crazy, okay? I love dreaming. So do I. I do too. All right, guys, you have a good Tuesday afternoon. It is now 12:10. We've been on here for almost an hour. Oh my, that's a long time for a podcast. But that's how we do it. Anyway, thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for, by the way, subscribe to the channel. You know, we're headed up to 2,900, not 2,900, almost 8,900. We're heading towards 9,000 subscribers here on YoAng. Make sure if you aren't subscribed or you're new here, subscribe. Then give it a thumbs up. And then you know what? If you really want to come back and make sure you don't miss something, hit the notification bell. There's always something new on the channel every single damn day. All right. Talk to y'all later.